Right. Hey, how's everybody doing? Okay, so let's get into it. So we get a lot of questions, and this is one video I've been getting tons and tons to make. How to win the lottery using the law of attraction. So I'm going to just get right into it to you for you today. As you know, my name is Mark Haughton. I've won the lottery a lot of times. I've written books on it, so you can go check it out. And I'm going to share my method, my technique. Right now, we're just going to run right into it so you can see it, because a lot of you want or desire to win the lottery, and yes, you can use your mind and your subconscious. So before we begin, let's talk about reality and show you how it works, because you have to have the mindset to do this stuff. Rule number one: your reality is not real, it's malleable. You can change your reality by changing your imagination. What you think about, you'll get. So keep that in mind. And how do I know that? We use quantum mechanics. Quantum physics shows that there exist multiple layers or different reality, and these realities are what we call compactified in different dimensions. Your consciousness can permeate through these different dimensions and bring them into this reality for you to experience. I know it sounds crazy. You don't have to have the mind to process it or to get it, but just know it works. I'm going to teach you right now. Rule number one: if you decide you want to manifest a lottery win, the first thing you have to do is decide how much you'd like to win. What do you want to win it for? You have to create an intention to drive. When I won it, it was for my car, my M3, and other stuff. So I had an intention to get it. Find your intention. Once you decide how much you want to win, you get your ballpark figure. Now we have to create routines. We have to have routines. Unpredictability doesn't work. What's a routine? Buy your tickets regularly. If you buy them every week, if you have $2, $5, create a budget. Stick to your budget. Okay, got that. Next thing, this is so important because this is the secret right here. Visualize. I would visualize every night winning and driving my car. Next thing, if you want to win the lottery, to buy a house, to buy a car, just to do something, have something tangible to show for it. For example, when I won, I wanted to win, was for a car. I bought something for a car I didn't have. I bought a steering wheel cover or some kind of smelly, what do you call it, freshener. Buy it because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real or imagined. So if you manifest a car, you want to buy a lottery, you want to buy a Bugatti, a Porsche, or whatever it is you want, buy something that you're going to put in the car and have it around so your subconscious mind can see it and get impressed. Got that? So I visualize that, I buy something tangible. Next part about the visualization process is this. When I visualize it, I always go directly to the end. I visualize me at the lottery office, checking the ticket, and then having the car. I don't go with the beginning or a middle. And why do I do that? Let's go into the laws of neuroscience and physics. You have a higher mind. It's a higher subconscious mind. It only wants to know the intention. It will create the means. Okay, got that. Next thing I do is I release all attachment. Okay, so what does it mean? I don't get into the state of need. How do I do that? For me personally, when I bought my tickets, I would only check my tickets every month. I wanted to send a signal to my subconscious mind that Mark has already won. Therefore, he wouldn't need to check. I look at it like this. Let's say if you have $1,000 in your bank account, you know it's there. Do you go every day to check your $1,000? No, you just know it's there. So my method is, why am I checking my tickets every day? It's telling my mind that I don't have it and I need it, and I create more lack. And then plus when I check it, sometimes it says not a winner. Your mind gets into the loop and says it's not going to happen. So I space my mind out. Next thing I do, when I buy my tickets, I don't go on the lottery websites to check, because again, I have to prove to my mind that I've already won. Get that? So I always look ahead and assume I've already won. Okay? Next thing I do when I do that, during the daytime. So at night, I visualize it. I see it. In the morning when I get up, I'll think about it again, because first thing in the morning, you're in that theta state. That's when your mind is really active to create. So I think about it, then I let it go. During the day, I don't think about it again. The next thing I do, I keep my routine. Got that? Next thing I do, I go get my claim forms. In lottery offices, you can download or get a claim form. I used to fill out the claim form. How many times I'm going to win? I fill it out as if I'm already going to claim it. You can actually do that. I just leave the date blank. Again, I'm impressing my subconscious mind saying I've already won. Got that? The next thing I do now, You decide if you're going to claim it as an individual or as a corporation or an LLC. Some people like to remain anonymous, so be careful when you sign your tickets. You can give up you void the ability to remain anonymous in some states. My state, particularly in Florida, if you sign a ticket, you have to be known. That's for the big ones, the Powerball. So if you want to be anonymous, depending on your state, don't sign. If you want to claim it, you sign. Got that? Next thing you do, you look up a good tax lawyer or attorney. You have to prepare to win. You get in your mind to do all these things. You expect to win. And by repeating that process, you will impress your subconscious mind that you've already won. Voila. Would you like me to do a quick run over? Because maybe some of you just got into this live. Let's do it. Let's do a quick review so you can see how it works. Number one, you can use your mind to win the lottery. Your visualization. Reality is malleable. Number one. Number two, decide how much you want, why you want to win it, what's the intention for. Once you get that, you start to visualize that every night in the end. Always do end right before you go to bed. Number three, become repetitious. Make a routine. Buy your tickets. If you can only afford $2, buy $2. Buy them every week. Don't check them all the time. It's going to create need of desperation. Train your subconscious. Show them you've already won. I wait a month, 2 months. Your tickets don't expire for 6 months. I detach from all lottery stuff. I don't check the website. Again, I have to prove to my mind I've already won. During the day, I think about it in a fun way, then I let it go. Bada bang, bada bang. Next thing I use, I share this one for you too. I use powerful affirmations. I used to go in my mirror and I look in the mirror and I would say this: why am I consistently in the right place at the right time, winning top tier lottery jackpot prizes? Fueling my subconscious again. Then I use this one too. I said, how would it make me feel to have millions of dollars in my bank account? What would my life look like as a multiple lottery jackpot winner? What would my life look like as a $1 million lottery jackpot winner? I use all of those and I flood my subconscious and I repeat it and I repeat it, and I got my mind into the state of manifesting that win. So if you want to win the lottery and you want to use the law of attraction, there are the tools to do it. Now, why does this stuff work? Well, let me show you some quick science so that you don't think like, oh, what is this guy talking about, loony stuff. I said in the beginning and I'll say, we live in a multiverse. It's not a universe anymore. Our reality is in compactifications, in dimensions. There are infinite versions of you and me in every decision, and the lottery is a part of that. So once you put your mind thing and you continue to visualize it, you impress the subconscious, which has access to those infinite dimensions. Your conscious, known as your ego or the critic, cannot assimilate those information because it's severely limited. It's a frontal cortex of the brain, and its primary job is for survival. It will always limit you. But when you get the subconscious into it, you create reality. And how do you create this reality? Electromagnetic frequency waves. Your brain dispels and gives these waves that form images of reality, images of you winning it, and it becomes your personal reality. The laws of quantum physics. Everything is entangled, so you are entangled with winning the lottery. Okay? Did you see how it works? Perfect. So now you guys should have a clear indication on how to do this stuff. And that's a quick video I want to leave you with. And go out and do it. Just use your mind, follow these little techniques, and you will see the result. But I would say one thing that's very important in the field to manifest this lottery win: detachment from the outcome is so important. Never try to figure out when you are going to win. You're going to create resistance. Expect to win, and it will happen in the divine timing for your mind. Remember that. You have to be detached. You have to convince the mind that this has already happened. Your subconscious works in the present and it's illogical. The more you can prove to your mind that this is not big, you already have it, and it's a normal thing, the faster you will manifest that big jackpot. Thank you guys.